Yeah, so looking at it right now, it looks like Obey are leading a little more towards B on this initial setup, but as I say that, we have Sworns moving over towards the shower, short position, probably just to make sure that there's no aggressive push, and it's a default coming out from Obey.
Moving forward, an aggressive play by Froggy actually to get it to the B main. He spots a shoulder of a player and lands the full kill onto Sujai. And that's going to be a player down for Obey.
And because of this aggressive positioning, Obey is going to respond by trying to go up A short as fast as possible. Fake Bird is going to come through, and that gives Sworns the U-Haul positioning. They still don't have a plant down yet, but they're pushing deep. What is this?
Absolutely nuts. Was very dangerous by Super Monkey to be that close to a Cypher, but he's going to get paid off regardless. He's good for 2, and Black Moose turns around just in time to spot Snow, who's hidden in showers, and they've created a man advantage for themselves. Obey Alliance from the initial pick down, an agent up here in the post plants.
Yeah, and that was just the response of Obey so quickly. They saw the double aggression towards showers, and generally that means there's one holding passively in the hookah position. Obey just so smart with it. They know that there's 3 towards B. Let's hit A as fast as possible. Nobody hold your shift key. Everyone's holding your W key. And not just that, as soon as they hit the A site, they created so much space by pushing into pipes. They were like, okay, they're not going to expect us to keep pushing in through here. It's a pistol round too. So let's double swing into pipes. They get those picks. And then it's just Snow gets caught on a bad timing trying to exit through showers. And the rest is just the post plant cleanup.
And a cleanup indeed it is. Look at this absolute anti-eco heavy shield on 4 with the Spectres as well. And even the Judge. Something, a little bit of an interesting gun with a less than reputable history, but a gun that's effective at the short range to be sure. We see Sworns moving in, trying to get exactly into that effective range, but not before Crinklebind can get a pick onto Sujay. Again, Super Monkey quick to trade it out, and Sworns now with that Judge positioned here by the CT entrance out into the B site.
Smoke's gonna fade, and that's gonna make Sworns good for probably 1 or 2 here. Another fight towards the elbow position, and Cloud wins both of those, and that means a gun is converted over, and it's even a Vandal. That's a Vandal of Sujay, I believe, and that's gonna be a very tough position now. Obey is in. They're both in the middle. Sworns, though, finds the one click on the Judge. Long range fight, and they double sweep very effectively, recovering that Vandal, but losing a lot of econ in the process.
This definitely puts a dampen on their buy round, but we'll see how it actually ends up right as we move on into the round 3 pre-round. Looking at the scoreboard, it's not all too bad, but I think what's the cherry on top for FBM is that they have the Seekers available to themselves. And so they're kind of secure here, even though that round went so difficult for them. They lost it. The damage plus the Seekers essentially ensures them this round 3.
Recon darts being traded out towards the B-long position, and now the Aldrome to respond as well. That's going to get a guiding light out of Cloud, so they know that there's going to be a heavy position towards guarding. They're still opting to fight for it, though. Critical being a little too early, and there comes the paranoia. Froggy gets one on Soba as well, and Sujay trades back on the Crinkle Bean. Froggy a second, and Sworn still with this Judge being a menace. Obey the jumping right click to clean up Cloud in the guarding position, and now it's going to be simplified into a 2-on-2 situation.
Cage triggered.
This neural theft out of Sworns provides a great opportunity for him to run right in and make that Judge good for 2 for a second round in a row. And you know what? I said that FBM had insurance with that Sky Seeker ultimate, but Obey is just here not to play, but just to win.
Yeah, this is a very interesting round. It was a 5v3 after the first initial picks, but instead of falling off, they keep fighting for control, and somehow Obey trades back, and because of that, Sworns is still opting to go for this Judge because it's finding so much effectiveness in these close ranges on Bind.
So we're looking at these buys. FBM kind of put on the back burner. And again, the judge this time on Super Monkey is going to do a whole lot of damage. But we're seeing retaliatory kills from the side of FBM. They don't want to let things go clean. The teleporter play is going to score them 2 kills of their own. Okay, still on top. Oh, and now they just cement themselves in that further ahead position. It is a lone Sage against the last 3 of Obey, and they've got, let's say, 40-something health. Make it none. As Black Moose lands those shots through the box, Snow melts to water, deceased, down to the ground.
And I'm going to do something absolutely crazy here and maybe caster curse this entire game, but I'm saying Obey is going to dominantly run over FBM for this rest of the game. They seem to be strategically superior in almost every way. No matter what, if they have a numbers advantage situation, they won't lose it. But if they have a numbers deficit situation, they still play it in a way that they turn the round back into a numbers advantage situation by taking control of map control, using the utility better. And if it's something that I'm not seeing as much on FBM, but this could really change really quickly as Artini finds one onto Obey Black Moose, who solo swings out on showers, or belonging, excuse me.
Oh, now we see that Astra pick really coming through that stall with the smokes. They are a little bit shorter than Brimstones and Omens, let's say, but just the ability to keep spamming all of this utility is going to ensure that Obey at least will be stalled off for the half the round time. When we see the first 45 being shaved off, we're down to the minutes.
Obey Super Monkey flying out of the hookah position. Cloud getting cleared out as well, and just like that, just how I said it, Obey has returned the numbers advantage situation back in their favor. Crinkle Bean is going to be using the Hunter's Fury, and then it's going to get pushed on by Obey Soba. But Flash is turned by Crinkle Bean, and Crinkle Bean finds another, and now it's just Sujay in the 1v2. Nice shot there from Sujay, and it's going to try to return back to the B site where Snow is in the garden waiting Sujay.
It's an intense 1v1, and their lines of sights are about to meet, but Snow gets the angle first, just pushed a little bit farther back. Jake just can't respond in time. An amazing entry by Super Monkey to land a pick with the showstopper, but he can't quite proceed forward. And I feel like this push onto Cricklebean was a little bit ego. At least that's how I see it, Bowser.
Yeah, as much as I would say that it's ego too, I would say that it was actually a mistiming or a misspacing, because they did have 3 in that position going for that peak, but the problem was that they didn't wait for the proper spacing to double swing, and Soba flashes and goes for the solo swing a little bit early, and that ends up 2 dying there when it was that could have been a 3v1.
They're drone up long. Initiator, util after initiator, util, skies and Sovas galore. And here we see the raised boombots as well. We're looking at themselves in a mirror. And Crinklebean is going to be the Sova that shatters the glass. That's a pick off of Obey yet again. But even though they've consistently lost their first agent, they always come back on top.
Like that, almost evened up. Artini is gonna find one, and that's gonna keep FBM in the numbers advantage situation. Obey has site control, but no hookah control. They're gonna go for a play towards spawn here, and I really like this play. They could even try to wrap towards A from here.
We see this approach, but Froggy has more than enough information here with this position onto pipe, and he's gonna get not any of them. I was going to say not 1 but 2, but it's a whole total of 0. Snow is the one who's going to pick up where they left off. And so now it's a 1v3. Sujay is going to have a difficult time up here stuck in heaven, and is going for a couple of mind games, you know, with this teleport to try to keep the rest of FBM guessing so he can get away with his life.
4 seconds remaining. The guiding light's gonna find the information on Sujay, but it doesn't seem like FBM are gonna try to get that eco damage and let Sujay keep that rifle to the next round. Bay Alliance 2-4.
moving forward. Oh man, just look at the way Snow anchors down that angle and makes up for Froggy right then and there. That is the kind of respect from your team, the way that they have your back that you like to see out of these players, the high immortal Radiant teams, that even when a player messes up, they're not just backing away and shying away from the job, they just pick up the other slack and continue without skipping a beat.
Recon Dart exchange coming out in the garden area. And now a Shock Dart, Paint Shell, Guiding Light. Obey Sworns hits a nice shot onto Artini, and Cloud also gets one onto Super Monkey. Aldrone coming through, lots of utility invested into going through this garden area. Aldrone's going to spot one towards Elbow, and that's going to be the Cosmic Divide as well. Cloud with a nice flash, but Sworns being in mid-tube is not going to get spotted. Soba finds one onto Critical Beat as well. The crosshair placement is beautiful from Soba there. 4v2 for Obey Alliance on their eco, and Obey is just looking so strong. They're going to look for another play here towards spawn, maybe even.
Using that little crack to try to spot anyone, anything. Black Moose is actually opting to move in, but this star by Froggy might just zone off any prospects of aggression. That dart is more than enough to provide a little bit of zoning info, but not quite enough.
Yeah, Recon Dart not able to scan out Froggy either, so Obey are walking away with the eco round in their pockets now. 5-2 here. Obey so strong. They just use more utility on that garden take, and from there the Aldrone getting up so close can even go into Elbow, clear out that player. They're safe to cross onto site after that, and from there they just win their gunfights on their positionings because they're all fighting together, and like that, FBM are now on their eco.
With this kind of efficient use of utility, you got to be wondering how often they watch VCT Europe, because this utility usage is without doubt, without delay, and I would say almost 100% without error. They are just absolutely, as you said, Balzor, dominating.
Ashcon, we're NA production. NA's the better region. We can't. EU sucks, okay? EU's bad nades. You know?
My bad. You're right. My bad.
Sentinels
won Masters.
Yeah. Exactly.
Got it.
There we go. That's an NA play right there, if I've ever seen one. Cloud with the stinger goes and swinging around that corner onto the Super Monkey. It's gonna force them back, and the teleport from Snow to support as well with the Phantom. Gets the heal off on Cloud, and now this is great positioning from FBM 4v4. But as I say that, Black Moose takes out Artini out in heaven.
Oh, we see a little bit of lines of sight crossing. Sova versus Sova. Black Moose is the one coming out on top, and here's the gunplay with Snow being forgotten about. It says, hey, don't you forget about me. And then walks on in, takes a head off a player, and leaves Cloud alone in the 1v3 scenario. Obey, again, with a post-plant so strong that the last alive from FBM is forced to just play their life.
You are the bravest co-cast I've ever had to cast with there. Singing and going for voice lines as well. Ashcon, you can do it all, and so can Obey Alliance as they bring this one up to 6-2. Very strategical dominance. Whoever the IGL is on Obey really needs a pay raise right now, making all the right calls on where to take space and where to take fights, as well as the individual players. Perfect crosshair placement there from Obey, and Cloud solo and showers, double swing, and Sujay getting that trade immediately. They never fight alone. Refrags within seconds every single time, and Obey are looking very dominant, as this is, once again, a defense-sided map, so going up 6-2 puts them in a very advantageous position very early on.
It's because they're an NA team, you know, with these NA executes and the NA gunplay. It's that's why it is. They're just winning because of the region diff.
Yeah, you understand, but FBM also from NA, so this could be a possibility for FBM to bring it back. If it was EU, we would say otherwise.
Geography not my strong suit. NA education.
EU education. EU education. Actually, that's not
EU
true. But, oh,
education.
Cloud with a big pick on Super Monkey there. And the Seekers coming out into U-Haul, as well as the Showstopper. Artini, very good retake onto the Showers position. But Soba with the great position against the spray transfer. And Black Moose finds one as well with the Hunter Fury. Evens up 2v2. Cloud is going to take out Obey Soba, and now it's just Black Moose with the shock dart. One that's going to connect. It's going to find the first kill, but it's stuck half already. Is there time left for Cloud? And he gets it with 1.07. Such a close round coming out, and that has to come from the fact that the initial U-Haul take came out so fast and so confident from Artini, with the Seekers combined with the Showstopper, and Sworn's not able to get any in that position there.
Okay, so we're watching the replay right now. We just saw how Artini kind of double satcheled in, backed up by the Seekers. Utility wise, I can see what happened, but from the perspective of that blinded Cypher, I could not understand anything that was happening on the screen. Sworns, my man, he really took all of that utility like a champ.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a very tough thing to do when there's so much utility being spammed into U-Haul. If you give up that position, it's very tough to hold it, and your whole team is relying on you to hold that position. And Sworns does decide to stand the line there. But as we go into this next round, it's a very strong, heavy default coming out from Obey. They've got more towards short here. What a shot coming out from Soba, and that's going to be the lurk up from Sworns, and Cloud wins out that 1v1 as well. So let's see what Obey decides to do here.
Oh, they opt for a teleport, but Snow already through the wall is actually going to be punished. I mean, who would really expect that play when the short is already controlled? Cloud moving around there onto the flank to the short A, finding Black Moose, who is attempting to teleport with the rest of his team, but it's not going to happen. Soba now good for 3, going absolutely noodles, and Sojai good for 1. Make it good for 2 as he gets rid of Cloud. FBM really just floating away.
Yeah, and FBM against any other team would look so good, but they're up against Obey Alliance, and Obey Alliance is just another monster on their own. Like right there, if you whiff on someone with their knife out, they're going to punish you a little bit, and that's going to be what happens to Snow there. The rotation's coming out so quick, and holding on to that flash, trying to run through smoke, where Sujay's just sitting on the other end of that, ready to expose you if you're trying to go through with util.
I've got your trail.
Oh no, here comes another Nightmare round for FBM when they're put onto the classics, Deagles, and Shorties. And the Seekers to boot here from the side of Obey Alliance is just going to enable them to push wherever they want. Sworn's just running with the Judge. Oh, but he reloads right in front of Froggy. Okay, maybe they're getting a little bit too confident there, but I'm sure someone's going to make that refrag soon. Obey does not make simple mistakes such as that one. The issue here is that the Judge has been just absolutely dropped to Froggy. He can do whatever he wants with both Spectre and Judge, and we see him actually take full advantage of that right there.
And some precise gunplay coming out from Sujay there. Cloud with the guiding light, not able to convert to anything. Suba is going to be in a tough position, and Black Moose is going to Aldrone out to help out. Shock Dart's ready as well. That's going to be good damage, and they know they're not on the spike. Second one comes out as well, and that's a lot of damage coming out, and Soba is going to finish off that kill through the Cosmic Divide as well. 3 to 8 for Obey Alliance, and some tactical crouching as well.
That tactical crouching is going to get them into a smooth next round. It really gets their position mixed up for the spawn. It's actually a secret code for those of you that don't know. It's to make sure the spawns aren't randomized, and so you know exactly which agent will spawn where. That's a fact, by the way.
Yes, definitely a fact. Yep. Yeah, I'm writing that one down. Okay, but we're going 3 to 8. Obey Alliance now, leading the charge. Gets the recon dart scan, and Sworns is doing this crazy short. Oh, how is he not getting punished for that? That's makes me a little upset. But Soba going out huge there. Super Monkey as well gets one with the Showstopper. Spike's gonna go down in 4v2 for Obey Alliance. FBM is falling apart at the seams now.
Really being absolutely cut up. The Obey Alliance is showing off how often they've rehearsed this play. Snow is going to be settled down with the Odin, and although Artini is good for 2, he's still got 2 more to kill. He takes a little bit of damage here from Super Monkey. He has just turned it into a winnable situation, but Black Moose is not to be messed with. It doesn't even seem like he was never... Oh.
Switching sides.
Moving on to the replays, look at Sworns here, really moving on with the judge. I mean, just walking up, really just moving forward, taking a sight, nothing to see. Nothing, yeah, lot of gunplay.
Yep, nice. Gets the tank there through the box. Yeah, finishes off that frag. Up, moving on. 3-9, Obey Alliance are showing why they are the favorites to be winning this entire tournament today. And look at the scoreboard on Obey Alliance. Every single member contributing almost equally. Doesn't matter what position they're playing, everyone gets a chance at getting some frags today, and everyone on Obey should be super happy with this 9-3 lead, but they shouldn't be complacent and shouldn't be content. They still need to close out this map, and looks like they're going for a crazy play. Obey, Super Monkey finding the first, and then Artini trading right back, but Crinkle Bean is also going to get one as well, so FBM is going to go up in numbers here, and we'll see what the response is here for FBM, but not as quick as Obey was on their first round.
Remaining.
Oh, here we go. Obey being picked apart little by little. Maybe this is the chance that FBM wants to snowball into a return, into an overtime. 3-9 is not something impossible to come back from. I think FBM knows this full well. They are moving with energy.
Recon dart towards Showers is going to make sure that the plan is pretty much safe now. They're going to move back into the U-Haul position as well as play the dock position. So, Sujay, if anything is going to be done, it's going to be exit frags most likely. This positioning makes it very, very difficult for a 1v4 retake.
Here's Sujay just crouching in a corner. Absolutely vibing is the term I would use.
I think what Sujay's planning to do is wait for the spike to detonate and try to run into the explosion just to get the money, but not let the frag go over to the side of FBM, because if that happens, then Sujay is going to be able to not hand over any ult charge, but Sujay's not going to do any of that. He's just going to save the frenzy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, why not? Frenzy's a good gun. Used to be like a big point of controversy. I think it has a lot of sentimental value. It was maybe his grandma's Frenzy, and it's like a family heirloom. Got it.
Well, hopefully that Frenzy is worth more money than 900 creds that Sujay probably would have gotten if Sujay died to the spike there. And we are heading over into the 10th round.
Perhaps it's just me, but having some technical difficulties here on the side of the production
as well. I hear the spike going down. Paint shells being thrown out, so that's probably happening. They're probably knifing the Sage wall that's blocking off Showers, and so we were going to be cutting over to the casters, so there's no audio even, so I can't even try to guess what's happening in the round anymore.
Oh my god, we see Obey Alliance moving in. 3 going in, running on down.
Yes,
Godset comes in from randomly across the map, and then SJSU makes a return. It's a 4-way battle between the teams. All of a sudden, 5 Sova ults are coming out. We don't know where the 5th one came from. Yeah, that's all I got. It's a very crazy round.
That was
there,
pretty
actually,
good. That was pretty good. I think that's exactly what I see happening in the round as well. The part where Godset comes in, that was a plot twist I wasn't expecting at all either. But I think it should be safe to say Obey Alliance will be taking that round. They were very quick onto the site and executed quite fast. So they probably got a nice post-plant position set up. And while we wait for production to let us know what the cause of the pause was, I don't know. Do you have a prediction? Do you think Obey Alliance is going to clean this one up cleanly to head into the last match? That's it.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Hey, Bowser, how's it going again?
Yeah, it looked like we had the match back for a second, and now we actually do. 5-9 is the scoreline. Lawrence is gonna hit the teleporter, and they're gonna move towards B still. Obey Sujay stuck on the cubby of B. Gonna find two big
Spike
friends
down,
there.
B.
What a great shot!
And here we go, Frog coming in with 2. Obey, Black Moose and Super Monkey each taking a pick of their own, but Crinklebean does not want to say, hey, I'm the worst Sova. He's going to go ahead and come out on top. It's just that Super Monkey is absolutely cracked, and he's just going to spray down the rest of his... He has to make sure that Crinklebean is dead. Like, he can't let the corpse revive. I've heard leaks that the next agent actually has something to do with, like, necrotic resurrections, so you know they're really just preparing for that is what it is. They're just making sure that they're building good habits. That's what Obey is doing.
Yes, that is exactly what Super Monkey is doing, and Super Monkey, because of that, also has the showstopper ready for this round, and 5-10 is the scoreline. Obey Alliance hitting the final stretch here into the 4th round. They've got lots of weaponry to work with as well. The Phantom, Vandal, Spectre, Bulldog, everyone rocking a different gun. What a great show of diversity of the guns in this game.
Speaking of diversity, we accept people of all walks of life over at the TSMU Discord. Make sure to type !Discord in the chat to join our community. We'd love to have every one of you viewing the stream right now.
Aggressive position from Black Moose. There's the triple burst and finds the second onto Cloud. No trade available. Black Moose should be able to regain some HP if he can regroup, but another kill from Snow as well. And Black Moose trades that one back. He lets Black Moose steal the rifle over. Recon dart. Oh,
Spike
Black
down
Moose is
A.
just clean with it. Finds this last shot over there. Gets the recon dart, instantly puts the crosshair in the right place for the headshot, but this rifle is now converted over Artini in the 1v2 situation. So, Soba, very advanced position, and an off angle, mind you, on the sand position. So, we'll see if Artini will path this way, but looks like Artini's going to go through Fountain towards the garden area. So, Soba might get timing done to this B site, but it's going to be tough for Artini if Artini wants to finish this plan.
30 seconds left.
Oh my god, that sound circle narrowly avoids Soba. All these little noises here and there that Artini is making off of movement errors are being absolutely forgiven just because of this narrow spacing. This spike is going to go down though, and the collapse is going to begin. Here we go. That spike is heard. You see Soba flick instantly to get into hookah. And Sujay is ready to move over from CT. We're seeing a 1 versus 1 until Sujay can make his way up CT and help out his buddy.
I like this reposition from Artini. Artini moving towards Garden, even though the spike's not planted there, has a boombot to stall to push out. He's gonna find Soba, but Soba with the double headshot, I think that was, cleans that one up, recovers the rifle, and puts Obey Alliance up 11-5.
And they're just going to look at each other patiently with loving eyes in this partnership that they've developed. Soba and Sujay in this 2v1 scenario really clutching up the round to ensure the 11th round win. And Black Moose, you know, he's a little bit of a remnant of the past. I mean, he did a really good job. You know, we'll give him his screen time. Very good job. You know, maybe clip it, but just this loving dynamic between Sujay and Soba, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and 3 ultimates on the side for both teams, and it's going to be, I think, perfectly mirrored ultimates. Showstoppers, Seekers, Hunter Furies. So the difference of this round is going to be who can use those abilities better. Guiding Light goes perfectly down. The response is instant. There's going to be an Al drone. Seekers are going to be used on the side of Obey Alliance to get the information they need, and Super Monkey's going to teleport over. He knows that everyone's not in the hookah position as Sujay's still there. There's the cross with the satchel, and he re-satchels into the position to fight Artini and Snow. Takes down 2, gets traded by Crinklebean on the Hunter's Fury, and that's most definitely a win on the side of Obey Alliance. No showstopper used, but traded for a Hunter's Fury and a 4v3 situation for Obey Alliance now.
Crinklebean running his way up short, trying to help his team planting this. Okay. I saw something a little bit weird. Cloud trying to make face with Sujay, but no, Sujay is going to be the one to come out on top. But Froggy, yet again, ready to clean up his teammates' mess. He moves over into U-Haul, but no, he gets taken out. It is a 1v3 scenario. It was a difficult play, and Black Moose just consistently finding those difficult angles and making them look easy.
Let's watch this one again. Obey Super Monkey. Satchel strafe headshot. Re-strafe fight Artini. Get that kill. Died to the Hunter's Fury, but totally worth it because you used an ultimate. Got two. They used an ultimate to get a kill. You just got 2 free kills and you didn't use yours ult. So still 3 ults on the side of Obey, but Snow has collected up into the Resurrection as well. So still 3 ultimates, but Cosmic Divide is the other ultimate on the table for FBM.
Oh, here comes the showstopper, and it stops Snow in their tracks. Black moves with the pick of his own, kills Artini, and Crinkle Bean, although is able to get Super Monkey, will fall to the hands of Sujay, and that is to perish in the hands of the Shadows. Cloud and Froggy just trying to do their utmost here to maybe find a few more picks. It's not a lost round yet.
Sleep tight.
Cloud finding the first one onto Swords, who had a judge there. Battle drone's going to be used towards the fountain position all the way near cave. And Froggy's going to be working the flank as well. So a little bit split up as FBM, and a lot of solo plays are going to need to happen. Soba holding onto the garden position. Any utility left from Froggy should be used now. And there's the Cosmic Divide, and Froggy caught with the knife out. And now it's just Cloud in the 1v3. And this should be almost undoable. There goes the fake flash as well. Finds one.
Oh, the headshot.
Defenders win.
No, not enough.
But that's all it is.
Not enough. Bowser, that was on stream the biggest sweep that we've had today, 13-5, and Obey really just showing off